Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Some of you may or may not remember me. Some of you might recognize my voice, but some of you probably don't remember me. I mean, not like it matters, in all honesty. But for those of you that don't know, I was on this platform for a while, and I didn't create this channel until around August 22nd, 2015. It's literally in my About page. But anyways, I'm going to get straight to the point here. So, for those of you that probably remember me, I went by an IRL name. I'm not going to give out my IRL name, though, for obvious reasons, to protect my privacy and safety. But if you do remember me, then congratulations. You are watching this video for a reason. Now, for those of you that do remember me, you most likely remember me when I was on Google Plus at the time. Now, I am now 23 years old. I'm going to be turning 24 this month on April 24th. For those that remember me, on Google Plus, I was very young, immature, and naive, and toxic at the time. I would cause drama with a lot of people, and I would not handle criticism properly. And I've also done other stupid things that I do regret and I take accountability for. Now, for those of you that may remember, I was toxic. I do promise you guys, however, though, that I am an adult now and I'm slowly working on improving and being a better person. And then why am I making this video? Well, that's because I want to own up to my mistakes and to the people I've wrongfully hurt. If you do remember me from Google Plus and you've had to deal with me before, like having negative interactions with me and drama, all that other shit, I want to apologize to those that I've wrongfully hurt. I am not asking for forgiveness or friendship back because that's obviously your choice. Now, what happened to this channel of mine, you might be asking? Well, at around 2018, this channel of mine ended up getting terminated for spam, deceptive practices, and misleading content. I have tonight reinstated this channel, and I want to start off new, and I want to promise myself I won't make the mistakes I made in the past again. Now, am I really going to upload more often on this channel? I don't know. That is up to me. That's my choice if I want to or not. Now, like I said, I remember some things. I don't remember everything that happened on Google Plus, but I do remember I was very, very toxic and immature and naive when I was on Google Plus at the time. And I do regret my mistakes, and I do regret hurting a lot of people on that site, and I do take accountability for my actions. And when all the drama was going on, I had to delete my Google Plus account because of all the drama that was happening. But then again, that was my fault. I knew what I did was wrong, and I take accountability for my actions. I know I might go off into repeating myself like a broken record. I can't really help that, but you're just going to have to deal with it regardless. But for those of you that might remember me and had to deal with me like that before, I do want to apologize. And I want those to know that I am slowly improving and trying to be a better person. And I hope that some of you are doing the same, the ones that had, that were young too at the time and have made mistakes. I also hope the best for you too. I hope you both are trying to do better as you reach your adulthood. Now, what have I been doing? I still live. I still exist. I still exist. And what have I been up to exactly? Not much. I've just been living my life. I have been trying to move on from a lot of dramas, and I have promised myself I wouldn't engage or involve myself in any more drama. Now, when I was really young, I think I was around 14 or 15 when I ended up joining this platform. So I was a minor, a fucking cringy, immature, toxic minor, teenager, whatever you want to call it, when I joined this platform. I'm now 23 and I'm going to be turning 24 this month on the 24th. I have changed. I am working on changing for the better. And when I joined Google Plus, there was at least some good people I met. And while there were also some people, though, too, that were weirdos, because I do remember clearly that I've met people that went by roleplay accounts, such as, you know, actually pretending they were creepypasta characters. Like, you know, I remember there were some people that were pretending to be the Puppeteer or Zero or Jeff the Killer or Slender Man. Hell, I even remember one time I met this one person who went by a roleplay account by the name of Lord Zalgo. Now, here's the thing. I have nothing against roleplay. If that's something you like, that's fine. You do you. Me, I'm not into it. I'm going to be honest, I'm not into roleplay. And I honestly think in my opinion, it's just cringe. But then again, I'm not going to judge you if you're into that. Just please respect, I am not into that shit. I am not into that shit. And I do remember there was a lot of other accounts, too, that would roleplay as other fictional characters. And I do remember I've had a lot of beef, though, with a lot of people, though, too, on Google+. And I do hope that that if they do see this video, I hope they know I'm trying to do better. But then again, like I said, I'm not asking for forgiveness or friendship back. That's their choice. And I do remember when I had this channel, I do recall I making constant rant videos on trolls and shit, because I didn't know how to take advice or learn how to ignore trolls at the time, because I was young and naive. And now that I think about it, I'm not on this platform as a fucking career or reputation. I'm not on this platform to make money or anything. I'm just on here for fun. That's it. Nothing else. That's all I'm here for. And now that I think about it, I don't have to worry if people don't like me. If you don't like me, that's fine. You don't have to like me. Like, you know, but here's the thing that I also will not really tolerate is people cyber stalking / hate watching me, because, you know, in all honesty, it just makes you look sad. I'm not gonna fucking lie. It makes you look sad if you're doing shit like that. If you really are still doing this to me, I suggest just forget I exist. Just, I don't know, unsubscribe, move on, forget I exist. Like, if you don't like me, that's fine. Like, instead of holding a grudge and constantly stalking me because you hate me that badly, like you want me dead or something, just forget I exist. Just move on with your life. That's all I can tell you. Because you do realize not only are you doing this to affect me, but you're also affecting yourself. Now, I also do want to point out, though, too, that the other reason why I was very toxic at the time, and young and naive, this was when I was still in high school. And I'm not going to name the name of said high school for obvious reasons, because I don't want them to come across this and fucking, you know, try to put my life at risk. But high school was also another reason why I wasn't thinking straight when I was having a lot of shit going on. Because high school actually was the one and only thing that left a huge impact on my mental health. And I'm not afraid to say that. And I know some of you are going to say, oh, that's not an excuse for why you did what you did. I'm well aware. I am not saying any of this as an excuse. I'm just stating so people understand. I know some people aren't going to give a fuck, but I don't care. If you don't care, that's you. But I want those to know, I ended up dropping out of high school since 2018 because of the stress it put me through. And I'm not going to name names of the people that have treated me like shit, but you know who you are. I want nothing to do with you for obvious reasons. If you are sub to this channel and you've known me since high school, please forget you ever fucking knew me. Like, I'm serious. I want to forget your existence. You know who you are. You were never a friend to me to begin with. You used me, you took advantage of me, you got me in trouble by the fucking EAs from said high school. You blamed me for shit. And not to mention, when I was still in that high school, I almost had my life put at risk. Because I said something out of fucking anger. And while I do take accountability for it, but you gotta understand, I snapped. And like I said, I wasn't thinking straight. So if you have known me since high school, please forget you ever knew me. Because I don't want anything to fucking do with you. And this goes out to several other people too that I've had huge conflict with, and people that refuse to change their ways for the better. I want nothing to do with you. Please forget you ever knew me, and respectfully leave me alone. And keep my name out of your mouth going forward. Now, I am aware that Google Plus has shut down, though. It ended up shutting down in around 2019. And on 2019 was the day I created a backup account with my IRL name. But I also did not succeed well either on my backup account, because I ended up doing the same usual shit, responding to trolls. Because, again, my mental state still wasn't the best at the time. I was still going through shit, and I was still trying to recover through the trauma I had in high school, with the impact it put me through, mentally. And I'm not afraid to explain it. And so I ended up deleting my backup channel because I made mistakes I should not have made, and I take full accountability for it. And I do want to apologize to those people too from that year that I've wrongfully hurt. I'm not naming names, but you know who you are if you happen to remember me. I do take accountability for my actions. I'm not asking for forgiveness or friendship back, that's your choice. But at least find it in your heart not to hold a grudge and just, if you can't forgive me, then just, move on from me. Like, if I can move on from people who don't like me, then you should too. Because there's no point in holding a grudge to where you're just going to stalk me and talk constant shit. Like, if you're just going to talk shit and constantly stalk me to, I don't know. Like, don't do that shit. Because if you're cyber stalking me and fucking, hate watching because you really hate me that much, it just makes you look sad. Not gonna lie, it makes you look fucking sad. It's not helping your case at all. So don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Now, and I will say, I have been slowly improving since 2023 though. I have been working on trying to be a better person. I've apologized to like a few people that I've wrongfully hurt. Some forgave me, some haven't, but that's fine. If some don't forgive me, that's fine. As long as they move on, forget they ever knew me, I'll do the same. I'm trying to be a better person. I know I fucked up. I take full accountability and responsibility for my actions, and I'm trying to do better. Okay? Now here's the thing. Do not deem me as suspicious just because I've made simple mistakes. Because here's the thing. I have ended up being ousted from a few communities. One of them was one of the Lost Episode communities I was in that I no longer have respect for, by the way, and I'm not naming names, but you know who the fuck you are. I don't want anything to do with you. Because not only did you oust me from your community, but you ended up, making an entire quote-unquote expose on me, calling me a narcissist when you barely knew me. All you knew was that I was some random on the internet. Because I don't care about myself. I care about everyone, my family, etc. I'm not a narcissist. And this person also made up a claim saying that I, quote-unquote, made this so-called this boyfriend break up with him. When that wasn't my doing. I was shopping at the time when it happened in 2019 or 2018. I can't remember, but it happened. I can't remember when it happened, but yeah, that wasn't my doing. Because at the time that happened, I was fucking shopping, and I only came back to find out that this person broke up with said YouTuber who has a lost episode community, a person that I once respected. And actually, you know, like if you ever saw my past videos that are now deleted because I don't want to leave those videos up, I had a lot of respect for this creepypasta narrator, but then he decided to oust me from the community because I made simple mistakes and deem me as suspicious for it. And honestly, you know, if you're that person that just wants to deem me as suspicious, and, you know, not see that I'm trying to do better, then honestly, fuck you. Forget you ever knew me, forget I even exist, and I'll happily do the same. Because that's the one thing, like, I can't stand with people, is, oh, you made a mistake, I kind of deem you suspicious. Like, honestly, like, I don't want to have anything to do with this person. Like, I had respect for him, but if he's going to be like this, then honestly, screw him. I have better people. I've met better people, at least. Some that at least understand that I'm trying to do better. And I'm grateful I've met some people from, you know, before I was ousted from this community. At least some of them that were also had their eyes open and fucking saw the red flags within that said YouTuber. That, you know, he's not as fucking forgiving as he claims to be. Because, oh my god, if you make one simple mistake, if you make simple mistakes, you're done. It means, oh, suspicious, time to kick you out. Like, it's not like I'm some PDF file or anything. Like, I never will be. I never have been, never fucking will be. Because at least I'm not those people, and I definitely don't condone that shit, and I never will. That shit is honestly disgusting. Like I said, at least some people who were once part of that said lost episode community of that YouTuber, their eyes opened, and they at least understand I'm trying to change. And they're no longer part of that fucking person's community anymore. You know, I'm grateful that people are starting to know that I'm trying to change. I promise you that I am slowly improving and trying to be a better person. I have no excuses. I regret my actions. I take accountability and responsibility, and I'm doing what I can to be a better person. With the help of somebody by the name of Herman. Yes. Major shout out to him. And that's another thing I want to mention. When I ended up getting this channel back, I do remember clearly I used to give people shout-outs. I don't do that anymore, though. Because here's the thing. If you want to really get subscribers on your channel, grow your channel on your own. Don't beg people or use people as your tool or meat shield to gain you subscribers. Because not gonna lie, it's fucking cringe. It's fucking cringe. And it's just pure laziness. I'm going to be bluntly honest with you when I say that. It's pure fucking laziness. Grow your channel your way instead of asking somebody to do it for you. Because it's fucking cringe and it's pure laziness. But I am giving a major shout out to Herman because he is the reason why I'm slowly improving and trying to do better. He at least understood too that, you know, I'm not perfect. I'm like everybody else. I'm also a human being. I'm not perfect. But I am trying to do better. And he's the reason. He taught me how to rightfully apologize to people I've wrongfully hurt without using autism as an excuse. And I appreciate him for that. I really do. And to the people that, you know, that are refusing to change for the better, please don't try to contact me anywhere. I don't want anything to do with you. And I think it's for the best, for the sake of my mental health. Because I want to make it explicitly clear, I do not want drama from anybody. I do not want drama. So please keep it away from me. I don't want to be involved in drama. I don't want to be part of drama. I don't want any involvement in it. I don't want people dragging me into it. And I don't want people starting drama with me. I'm not on here for any of that shit. I'm here to do what I want to do. I'm not one fucking people pleaser. I'm nobody's tool or meat shield. Learn to handle shit on your own like a mature adult. And if you are having somebody attacking you, please don't come to me for help. Don't come to me to quote-unquote do you a favor. Learn to use the fucking block button. It's not that hard. Because like I said, when I was young, I was toxic, immature, and I knew no boundaries. But now I know boundaries. And I also want people to respect my boundaries. Please keep me out of drama. Don't involve me in it. Don't ask me for fucking favors. Don't drag me into nonsense. Just let me do what I want to do. Because I'm not here for any of that shit. I'm not a people pleaser. And it's for the best, because I am not this also trusting person around people. I have trust issues for a fucking reason. Because if people just want to do that to take full advantage of my kindness and take advantage of me in general, yeah, no, fuck that. Don't do that shit to me. And learn to take no for an answer instead of having a bitch fit about it, because this is why I'll never do people favors. Because if they're just going to get bitchy with me because it doesn't go their fucking way, learn to grow a spine and take no for an answer, and learn to handle shit on your own like a mature adult. That's all I can tell you. Don't fucking use me or anybody as a tool or meat shield over your fucking problems. Learn to handle shit on your own. And as for the people that do come up and start drama with me, I want you to respectfully please leave me alone and let me do what I want to do. If you don't like me, that's fine. That doesn't mean you should fucking hate watch, though. Because not gonna lie, it's sad. It makes you look sad. It makes you look like an idiot. And it just shows that you rather hold grudges other than just let it go and move on. So please, if you don't like me, then just unsubscribe and forget I even exist. Keep my name out of your mouth going forward, and I'll happily do the same. Don't have any mention about me. Just respectfully just leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone. Because I don't want any drama. I want to live my life and do what I want to do for fun. That's it. I'm not on here for fucking drama. I'm not on this platform to have a career or reputation, because I'm not making money off this fucking platform. I'm just on here as a hobby. That's it. I think that's all I got to cover here. For those that probably might remember me. You know, because if you know how my voice sounds, you likely know who the fuck I am. And just know that I have zero tolerance for drama and bullshit. And I'm going to make sure it stays that way. Now, am I going to upload more often on this channel? I don't know. That's up to me. That's my choice if I feel like it or not. It just depends. But anyways, yeah. I think that's pretty much all I covered here. I know I might have repeated myself here and there. I can't really help that. But, you know, I do what I can to explain shit. But anyways, for those of you that do remember me, I am sorry to those that I've wrongfully hurt. Once again, I'm not asking for forgiveness or friendship back. It's your choice. For those that, that dislike me in some way, if you get this video and you somehow know who I am and don't like me, please just unsubscribe, move on, let it go. Forget my existence, please. And I'll happily do the same. Because guess what? I'm not going anywhere. I'm not just going to quit the internet just because people don't like me. Because you don't have to like me. You can just simply move on. Let me do what I want to do. Just forget you ever fucking knew me. And I'll respectfully do the same. I wish for no more conflict or nonsense going forward. So yeah. Bye-bye.